By the way, did you hear about the discovery in Wyoming of rare earth metals?
What kind?
The rare kind.
Oh, I don't. I wasn't trying to trick you. I was asking like what kind of metal?
The kind we use for like advanced technologies that are
Lithium.
up until literally last week. That we thought China had the world's like supply. They have something like 42 million tons. They found 2 billion tons. 2 billion tons in Wyoming. So much they say that we are now the world leader of rare earth metals, like dwarfing what China has. But they have like it's like 40 million to 2 billion.
Let's start getting it out of the ground first. Let's make sure we're not out over our skis with our 2 trillion pounds of.
I read a Reddit article, Taylor. It's all sewn up.
Oh, it was on Reddit. I apologize.
Look at this. American Rare Earths Incorporated has its sites on thousands of acres of land near Wheatland, Wyoming. Company disclosed a technical report on Wednesday, and it found 64% more rare earth minerals than it had originally envisioned in a March 2023.
Due to this alarming sum of metals, the company is now demanding 300 times their initial government request for funding.
I mean, good. We need to fund. They need to be funded as much as possible, right? It seems like we'll have. That's a very important discovery.
We need a non-biased rock counting kind of guy to go there and give us the real numbers.
I'm reading a Wall Street Journal article about it, and I can't gather what mineral it is. How do they leave that out?
Yeah, that's the most important part of it. Is it
I think it's
lithium?
I think it's a cadre of metals. I think they all are formed together by perhaps asteroid impacts. Wait.
I think it's neodymium and praseodymium oxides.
Oh, neodymium is for magnets.
Okay. Right? Did you get anything from that second word I tried to say?
I have no idea what that is, but I know like neodymium magnet. That's a thing, right? Those really powerful magnets.
Pocket brain when it comes to verbal skills.
I think neodymium.
Can you try to pronounce that? Do you see it in the chat?
Oh fuck. Praseodymium oxides.
That works. Okay.
Praseodymium probably.
I like that even more.
Dymium. Yeah, that sounds pretty sciencey.
Someone listening knows what that is.
There's some magnet guy out there who's like these fucking retards.
I was really hoping it would be the battery one, which I think is lithium.
It is, yeah. And I know I keep saying cobalt because I know that's really important, but I don't remember why. Maybe it's phones. I don't know.
Probably batteries.
Yeah. It's used to dope glass, including sunglasses, to make solid state lasers and to color glasses and enamels.
I think a lot of advanced technologies require it for little ins and outs of them.
Well, then it's good we found a shit ton of it. Hopefully it's easy to get. I
look forward to the future wars. I'm glad that we're finding all this oil and rare earth elements over here.
Yeah, we gotta just burn through all the oil.
We can't burn through it. I keep saying that. That's why global warming is just nonsense. Like we've got I don't care about your alternative fuels. We don't need any. They're bullshit. We've got so much oil. You should be figuring out how to make more oil-powered things. Everything's made of oil anyway. Everything around us is made of fucking oil, whether you know it or not. That keyboard is made of oil.
That's true.
Your glasses are made of oil. Your clothes have oil in them. This microphone has oil in it. We are covered in oil. We are sitting on oil. We are bathed, housed, and comforted by oil every moment of the day. That light and this electricity is probably mostly powered by petroleum.
I hear you. But clean air is important. When I was a child, they put lead in the gasoline. Now I don't know which one of you is Kyle.
That's what you don't drink the gasoline, Woody.
That's where I went wrong.
I agree, Kyle. They got to start getting some predictions right with the global warming shit. Get a couple predictions right once in a while, and then
they showed me that Greta Thunberg cunt and every other dumb fuck since I was in kindergarten. I remember specifically in kindergarten when we were watching a cartoon that showed the ocean swallowing Florida. And that shit was supposed to happen a coon's age ago. That was supposed to be the early 2000s. And Al Gore came out in like 2002 in An Inconvenient Truth. And he said, the world's going to drown in days. We're all going to drown. I was like, oh my God, Al Gore's and the framing and it's like the name in An Inconvenient Truth is its own like message. It's like, yeah, none of us want it to be true, but the world's just going to drown. Then Kevin Costner makes Waterworld and we saw how bad it could be.
Mm-hmm.
And we believed. And I don't know, man, that Florida real estate that the richest people in the world come up with the value for somehow just gets more and more valuable and they keep investing in it. It's almost like they know that the oceans are not going to rise and swallow Miami Beach because they keep inflating the price of that real estate.
Do people really think that the sea is going to rise up and swallow New York in the near future?
You have to be a genuine, like it's imminent.
You have to be an actual retarded person.
They made it sound like it was going to have happened already. They said China was going to. They said China was going to swallow our economy by 2020. That was the word in 2006. The sleeping dragon on and
look
at
that, this on screen. Checkmate. Taylor.
Okay, well this
Checkmate,
is
a. You know what? I'm spooked again. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think they know what the fuck they're talking about. There.
I mean, look, I think we should get through crazy I think we should
treat the oil the way that I treat snacks in my house. We just got to get through all of it, and that way we can't be tempted in the future. So let's just burn through all the oil.
I want to find a way to make more oil. That's what I want to do. Production of oil. During World War II, the Germans had to make their own like synthetic oil. It was like 3 times as expensive and took a terribly long. It's why they lost the war. But they came up with a synthetic oil. The best people in the world, the Germans. You know what happened this week, Taylor? 3rd largest economy again, Germany. Remember last time that happened? What happened?
Yeah, they tried their hand at.
They tried their hand at conquering the planet. Yeah. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Japan in a full recession.
Economy, Germany.
Japan went into a full recession. It's interesting. They define recession in Japan the same way we used to here.
Wait, how do you
yeah, but it's not politically expeditious to use
it's
anymore. 2 quarters of declining growth.
Exactly, but the Biden administration changed their mind on that. Remember?
No,
I do.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I
remember that Renee Pierre, White House press secretary, going on and on about how no, that's not a recession. Well, it's to decline growth. Nope, not anymore. I remember a whole thing about that.
Yeah, but they do that shit with all sorts of numbers. Like you can't buy like unemployment. They change unemployment.
However you look at the numbers, Japan apparently
people who are no longer looking after 3 months.